Hey everyone, it's your DIY oil chick here, and I am so excited. Over the last 3 hours, I lost myself in a topic that I wanted to learn more about, and I wanted to turn around and share with you my takeaways because I know not a lot of people have all the time in the world to do all this research, but I was just truly engrossed in the fact of using natural products on your garden. Now, to me, it makes total sense. But to others, hey, they're just like, I just love the fact of gardening. And I didn't even think about the pesticides and the chemicals and all that's spraying all over, spraying all over our food. So today my topic for Let's Talk About It Tuesday is why should we use organic, natural, plant-derived insect deterrents rather than pesticides. So one of the reasons was, which I thought this was a quite interesting story that I found online, that did you know that California actually outlawed or banned that ordered agricultural officials to stop spraying pesticides on public and private properties because they threaten the state's $45 billion agricultural industry. Now, that is powerful for one little pesticide to do, to throw off a whole state's agricultural livelihood, if you think about it. So that's really powerful. So what can we do in order to protect our garden in a safe way so that when we eat the foods that we make and we grow in our garden, that we feel 100% safe and be like, wow, you know what? I did something positive for my family. It was empowering, and I know that it's safe. And on top of that, it gets rid of all the bugs, and that's fantastic because the bugs ate our garden up last year, and that's why I had to do another little researching because I really don't, those bugs can eat somewhere else. So, okay, so along with our essential oils, our glass spray bottles that I always use, glass is best, or stainless steel, one or the other, I found this handy dandy neem oil. Now, there's so much out there about neem oil, and it's awesome. I mean, some of the properties and the amazing benefits of it is it allows the essential oils and everything to stick better to the plants. So that it works for a longer period of time. So I spray my garden at least once a day, depending on the rain. Like it's going to rain tonight, so I actually should spray it before the rain, give it all its nutrients, and then let it wash off, and then do it again in the morning. But it's safe for bees, it's safe for butterflies, it's safe for your pets and your kids. I'll let you watch later. I allow my son to spray my mixture all over the garden because, number one, it's helpful to me. He can help, and it's safe for him to use, which, I mean, that's huge. I wouldn't go to Lowe's and pick up something and allow my kid to use any of the pesticides coming from the store. So it's pretty freaking awesome. But neem oil is effective to 90% of targeted species of insects. So that is really cool to have that, as well as the essential oils that we're going to use and put into it. So it's such a beautiful combination of nature with the neem oil to support and use as a natural insect deterrent. Then we have the benefits of the essential oils doing the same exact thing, deterring those pests and also supporting our garden. Not only, boosting our garden to help get rid of the pests or be able to have a more flourished garden and more vegetables and bigger, better garden, a bigger, better fruits and vegetables of quality. That's what we want, and we can do that in our backyard. It's so exciting. Okay, so now I'm going to shush, and we're going to get into it because I want to help you make these. First and foremost, I like, on the bottom of our beds, a cedarwood spray, which is really super helpful, and you find a lot out there on the mulch, okay? Because obviously it's gonna deter all those little insects that crawl in the mulch, which we need that protection. So now this is a 16-ounce glass bottle, okay? This year I am gonna add some neem oil to it. Last year I didn't use neem oil, so I'm excited to see the benefits from this. So before we add the essential oils, It is a 16 ounce. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons in here just because, number one, it can't hurt. Number two, I can't wait to see some of these results. So we're going to put it in here. Yes, I do recommend a funnel, but I'm a rebel. So who needs a funnel when you're a rebel, right? No funnel. No funnel needed. So again, 2 tablespoons of the neem. Make sure there's enough room. And I think I put too much water in here. Yes, I did. You always want to put your other ingredients in first before you, and make sure to leave enough room. Because in here, I did not. So I'm going to put the oils on, and then I'm just going to be able to use a glass bottle another glass bottle to weigh it out. So we roll with it. So ultimately, in the cedarwood spray this would go on the mulch on the garden. Okay, so we're going to use, in a 16 ounce glass, we're going to use 5 drops of the cedarwood, and then I'm also going to add 5 drops of arborvitae, just because arborvitae has a huge, amazing benefit when it comes to insect repellent. So that's what I want to use. Those are 2 trees, so they're also going to support the garden as well as deter the insects. So that's what I'm going to spray on my garden this year on the mulch to help deter some of the pests. So that's one. That's the soil, and then also it supports the soil as well, which is great. Again, not going to put it in there because that is tippy top full. I learned my lesson. Not as much water next time. Okay, so next one would be this is going to be my garden spray. So this is going to be for the regular. I have tomatoes, I have eggplants, and some other things, but I also have some fruit trees, and that's the recipe I'm going to do next. But this is what I use. Hi, love. How you doing, Miss Kelly? You and your DIY. She loves her DIY. I love her for that. So this is a regular garden spray. I'm actually going to use a blend of Terra Shield, which is the outdoor blend from doTERRA, which I love. It has a little citronella in there, eucalyptus, again, cedarwood's in here, so you got cedarwood twice. So that's super helpful. Then the lemongrass, which is another great one. Lemongrass is commonly used for like mosquitoes, or, oh wait, I'm using my cheat sheet over here. There's chiggers, chiggers. C-H-I-G-G-E-R-S, chiggers. So chiggers are another one which we have in our garden. And I thought there was another one. Cedarwood and snails, which is awesome. And then lemongrass for ticks. Don't want none of those. No, thank you. So for this one, I'm going to first get rid of some of the water. This is what I have extra glass bottles for. Yay. Okay, because I want to put the neem oil, and we also have to put Castile soap in here as well. So don't want to forget that goodness. All right, that should be good. So we got the gardening spray here, just extra. You can always add more water, right? Always add, not subtract. So for the garden spray, oh, peppermint I forgot too. Gotta have peppermint, it's great. Peppermint is great for ants, any little aphids, beetles, so many things in your garden. No peppermint, or they don't like peppermint. That's what I meant. Spiders don't like them either, even though I like spiders in my garden just because they eat the bugs. I get it. So peppermint more around the house. Deal. Okay, so we're going to get into this one because then I have one more. And I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Okay, so the Terra Shield. This is, again, a 16-ounce bottle, and I'm going to add 5 drops of each. So 5 drops of the Terra Shield. We're at 2. It's a little slow. 3. So 5 drops of each then. So we got 5 drops of the Terra Shield. We're going to do 5 drops of lemongrass, which I love the smell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't like it at first, but it's definitely growing on me. So I got the lemongrass, and then we're going to do basil. Now I'm using oregano on my fruit trees this year, so I wanted to try basil on my regular garden. Plus I heard it's a really great partner to tomatoes, and we have a lot of tomatoes in our garden. So basil is another one that's really great for the garden. So, hey, we can eat basil. It's got to be safe for our plants, right? Hello. Nature helping nature right here. That's all I'm saying. It's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. 3, 4, 5. It's just when you really think about it, it's really awesome to be able to do this. So, next one, we got the peppermint. 5 drops of peppermint. 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. All right, so let's double check my label. Always label. And the best thing too about when you use your label, you want to put tape over it, because with reusing it all the time, your label is just going to get yucky. And you can always, you know, take the old one off and put a new one on, of course. But I do recommend putting like a clear tape over it, okay? It'll save you a lot of time. And plus, if you have the recipe on the outside, it just makes memorizing it and remembering what the heck's in the bottle so much easier, right? Yeah. So as you can see, I got the Terra Shield, I got lemongrass, I got my basil, and I got my peppermint. 5 drops each. Now also, because I want to upgrade my garden, we are gonna put the neem oil in it. It looks like I got plenty of room. Put 1 tablespoon in here. Ooh. And 2. And then we're also going to put some Castile soap, okay? I'm excited about the Castile soap, but I will give you a little tip, which I learned from one of the organic gardening sites. That when you're looking at the Dr. Bronner's, yes, we all love Dr. Bronner's and their Castile soaps, absolutely. If you're going to use any kind of soap, please don't use something that you bought at the store, because that kind of defeats the purpose of chemical-free gardening, if you know what I mean, okay? So we need something natural as a Castile soap as well. I learned that the Dr. Bronner's has a Sal Suds. It's a biodegradable cleaner. I didn't know of this, so I have to share. But it has Siberian fir and spruce oil in it, which is really great for cleaning. Love the fact that it's biodegradable. Yes, this Castile soap is great, but they say and recommend that brand of Dr. Bronner, Sal Suds, because it actually does adhere to the plants better. Love the fact that it's biodegradable, so is this, but, and it does have the Siberian and spruce trees, or fir oils, in the blend of Dr. Bronner's, which will be extra beneficial to your plants. So I want to try it, so I'm going to order it on eBay as soon as I'm done here, so that we can, and see the difference. Maybe there's a huge difference that you notice in your garden. But then not for nothing, it sounds like we can use the Sal Suds on many other, you know, DIY recipes that we're going to do in the future. So no matter what, it's not a loss. It's just one extra cleaning product, natural cleaning tool that we have in our shed. Look at me, I'm on a roll today. All right, so we got the neem oil in our gardening spray. Now I'm gonna actually add the soap now that I'm done talking about the difference of Castile soaps. But I thought that made a difference, and why not? You know, I gotta share the wealth. So we're gonna put 1 in there and 1 more. All right, and this again is gonna help it adhere. It's gonna help the oils blend together as well. Now when you do shake this, I'd be a little careful. I wouldn't shake it as vigorously as you normally would, but that's okay, you know, because of the soap in there, and that's what they said. Now granted, this is a you know, amber bottle, and you can't see it, but it almost turns into like a white mixture, okay? And that's what we want with the neem oil and all that. That's what we want. So we want to kind of gently turn it, and then we'd spray our garden with that, okay? Awesome. Now, if you have a really big garden, granted, yes, you can buy the plastic big 1-gallon jugs and make a full big batch, especially if you have a big garden. I support that. For me personally, though, I am not a plastic user. I don't want to use the plastic or put anything in plastic, because I've just stuck on glass. I am stuck on glass. I love it. Yes, it's breakable, and I'm a klutz, so stuff happens, but it is better for the essential oils, and I just like the fact that it's not plastic. And I can reuse it over and over and over again. So this is the Fire Blight spray. We're gonna make, it's oregano, rosemary, and peppermint. Now this is a 32-ounce container, okay? Now granted, unfortunately, I have some pump sprays, but they won't fit. It'll fit in, but it won't fit the top. So what I'm gonna do is make a double batch of this and then put it in one of the 16-ounce sprays. So I basically have 2 refills in here, which is nice. So then that way, because if you use it a lot, you can make extras. So we're gonna make it. So this is, again, more for your fruit trees. We have a couple out there. We have 2 plums, we have some apple and pear, I believe. And we also have fig, which I might try to use this on the fig as well, because those were sprouts from his dad's house, from my husband's dad's house. Okay, so we got peppermint. So now, because this is double batch, we're going to use double the oil. So in the last recipe, we used 5 of each. Now we're going to use 10 of each. Simple math, right? Even I can do that. All right, so now we're going to put 10 drops of peppermint, 1 extra in there for good luck, right? Again, peppermint is wonderful for the, we went over that, but beetles, ants, aphids, so many things, lice. This is all, I got a little chart, so I'm not like, this is a chart from Pinterest, by the way. So if you want to find out which essential oil goes which, handy dandy Pinterest, I got you. All right, so we put the peppermint in already. Now we're doing the oregano and we need rosemary. So oregano is gonna be 10 drops as well. Okay, oregano takes a little while and it's gonna smell a little bit like a pizza. So if you start craving pizza afterwards, it's oregano's fault, it's not my fault. That's not my fault. But it is great immune booster. It's a great immune booster for ourselves, so imagine what it'll do in the garden. So I'm super stoked about using it and be able to support our fruit trees because they seem to be under attack a lot, unfortunately, fruit trees. Okay, so we did the peppermint, we did the oregano, we're gonna do rosemary now, okay? Now also to this recipe, I am gonna add the neem oil and the castile soap. And I think it went over, but that's okay. Rosemary's good. Love rosemary. Great for the hair too. Love the diversity. Okay, so now we're gonna go with the neem because hey, a little extra support for our garden and the fruit trees. If you have them, this is great. Again, 1 tablespoon goes right in there. Another tablespoon in there. So much better when you have a bigger opening. Oh, sweet. And the castile soap. Woo! That neem oil. It kind of smells a little bit. I'm not going to lie. The neem oil does smell a little stinky. But, again, I would look for organic neem oil. The one video I watched, it was called Super Clean Neem. Literally. And it had like a green plant on it and just said Super Clean Neem on it. So that sounded, this gentleman had a huge garden. So I was like, hey, that looks, it's working for you. So after this bottle is done, I think I might try to snag a bottle of that and see how well that works. Because I'm all about trying different things and different brands, not for nothing, because not everything's going to be organic. You know, sometimes you can't trust the label, as terrible as that sounds. I don't. So anyway, so now we're going to whoosh this around. And again, be careful because it does have soap in it. And that's that. Boom. So now we've got a huge thing of garden spray, which I can use or for the trees. I've got the cedar wood spray to spray on the mulch and all around like the grass areas. And also if you have raised beds, like we have raised beds, I'll show you later. I would actually put maybe even a little peppermint in the cedar wood to kind of deter the ants from just even coming into the beds. So that's another thing that you can do. That's it. I'm excited. That was awesome. I hope that you learned something, and I hope that I was able to bring you some really awesome information, and I was just overloaded and overjoyed with what I learned this morning, and I had to share it with you because there's so many oils that can work with your garden and can support your garden, and a lot of them we already use on a daily basis to support our bodies. So I'm going to go over them one last time. I'm going to name all of them that I pulled out here that were on the list, okay? Just so that you can kind of see, be like, oh, I have that oil. And if, you don't have other oils, then you can put them on your wish list, right? Okay, so first we're going to say thyme. Thyme is a great one for your garden. Siberian fir is another one. For a lot of it, you'll find white fir. Hi! A lot you'll find white fir, but Siberian fir is great for snails. Then we've got cedar wood. We've got the arborvitae, however one you want to say it. I don't know. You say potato, I say potato, whichever. We've got our oregano essential oil, help boost the immune system. Our rosemary, which we use, which is awesome. Peppermint, which is fantastic. We love peppermint. Then we've got lemongrass. Yay, lemongrass. And basil. We love basil. I mean, I love the smell of basil, so it's like again, amazing. And the Terra Shield blend, which is one that you can even use in a small glass bottle and use on humans. Hello, that's awesome. Not only can I use it on my garden, my pets, my kid, just one kid. And so he can stay safe and use it on my garden as well. So versatile, so awesome. Another helpful hint before I leave. Oh, one more. Okay, so this fabulous beauty, this is coriander, which it's funny, my girl Tanya picked this out and she actually really liked this, the smell of this. And I was so shocked because I learned today that butterflies and bees actually like the smell. So if you're trying to get good insects into your garden, then coriander is where it's at. That is friggin' awesome. I love that because, I mean, number one, I would love to see more butterflies in my garden. Hello, love butterflies. But then also bees, super important. So, and all because they love the smell of coriander. So you can put little cotton balls of coriander all over your garden and boom, you can start attracting some of those good insects, which will again help you maintain your garden. Nature helping nature, baby. It's all about it. I'm so happy. Thank you guys so much for staying with me, sticking in and listening to my rant about organic gardening. Organic gardening. I'm all about the cleaning too. Trust me, we'll get there. And they're not as fun as these kind of videos though, you know? So I'm excited. I hope if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I'd love to help you. I'm no expert in organic gardening, but there's no reason why I can't support you and help you take care of your garden and learn some more things about essential oils that you never thought. That's awesome. That's what I love to do. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye. I'll see you in the garden later, guys, okay? I have to show you, all right? I have to show you the madness that the man has created. So much. Love you guys. Bye. Have a happy Tuesday.